Hello and welcome. Here we are on YouTube. So those of you who got to know me on Instagram, I made it here. We did it. And now we're on here. So pretty much everything will be the same. And those who are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. We're going to go ahead and have a seat on the mat. This is how classes usually start. You may need maybe 2 yoga blocks if you have them, or rolled up towels. A strap can be helpful sometimes. Sometimes we need it, sometimes we don't. Grab something to drink. And those who know me, here we are. I'm drinking a Waterloo sparkling water, grape flavor. Actually, the grape flavor is really good. I got grape and strawberry. Strawberry is probably a little better, but sometimes grape, I don't know. I mean, if you ask me when I'm drinking the grape, I'm like, oh, it's got to be the grape. If you ask me when I'm drinking the strawberry, it's got to be the strawberry. Oh, so it might be a little bit here till everybody figures out where we're at. I will definitely post this on the Instagram, and then I will also put my Cash App at the bottom in case you want to donate for class. A lot of people do that, and I appreciate it very deeply. I also am an artist. As you can see the paintings, hopefully I'm YouTube friendly. This is my first time, so hopefully I don't get in trouble. Yeah, and I will post my website for my art there and my Instagram too if you want to check me out over there. I have a lot of videos over there for yoga. So if you love the yoga today, there's more over there. And then we're going to start building this. And I'm excited too because kind of dawned on me that I've had problems on Instagram because I do art and I'd like to paint and stuff. But Instagram is super picky about if there's any music in the background or anything, they'll just cut the video, and I got frustrated, so I gave up on like trying to paint on there. So hopefully YouTube, it seems like YouTube's a little bit less stringent on if there's music in the background and stuff. But I was thinking, I'll see which is better for forums of like getting together and just painting together or like demonstrating my art and stuff. So this may turn out to be more than a yoga channel. I may do more art stuff on here too. So I look forward to that and messing with that and seeing how all that goes. So I turned my chats off. I've watched enough yoga videos to see that I don't really need everyone's opinion on this, that, and the other, like my hair, my makeup, whatever. I don't know what I said, you know, like I'm here to give you a video that you can enjoy and use and or not, you know, like don't do it, don't watch if you don't like it. And I give what I give, and that's it. So if you don't like it, I don't need to hear the comments. If you do like it, I'm okay either way. So I did turn comments off. If I ever change my mind, I will turn them back on. I've watched a lot of yoga videos and just seen how people can be, and kind of don't even want to begin that. So that's why it's turned off, and I may change my mind later. We'll see. Alright, so let's go ahead and begin. This video is an intermediate-ish beginning video, and everyone is welcome. As long as you can sit on the floor, you'll be alright. If it gets too hard, don't push too hard. Honor your body to the point where it's like a therapeutic push, not like a breaking push. You know, sometimes things have a therapeutic pain, and that's a good thing. And then there comes a point where it's beyond that, and you know you're pushing too hard. Don't do that, okay? And do this at your own risk. And anything else? I can't think of anything else I need to tell you. I usually channel on Instagram. I am an intuitive as well. So I do a little channeling, little messages if I feel inspired to give one. Not always, but a lot of the time I do. I was sitting earlier today and feeling a prompting to talk about making decisions in life. I had talked a few weeks ago on Instagram about making decisions that are serving to ourselves, and that anything that doesn't fit in alignment with what serves, we can let it go. And then somebody talked to me and they said, well, how come we always talk about, you know, cutting out the toxic, cutting what doesn't serve, but nobody ever talks about the pain or the grief process that comes after that? And that is true. We all like to gloss over that part, or at least not talk about it. I I guess I avoided that conversation because I wouldn't want to scare anyone from making the right decision based on pain. Um, and actually just, again, made the same decision and almost was like laughing at myself because I do choose the path of pain almost always, because the path of pain usually is the one that makes you stronger. Not the kind of pain, again, here we go with the, not the kind of pain that goes beyond therapeutic pain. You know, life can have therapeutic pain too. You know you're growing, you know it's pushing you, you know you're making the harder decision for the greater good. And that grief falls in line with that. Yeah, it does hurt sometimes to move on from situations or people or relationships that there is an attachment to. There's love there. They were receiving something that means something. But the ultimate big picture is that it's non-serving, and it hurts to cut things out. It does. There is a grieving process with that. And that's about it. It's kind of, and that's what yoga is about. Is yoga teaches us to have in one hand things that feel good and have things in the other hand that don't feel good, and to be with both simultaneously. That's one of the teachings of yoga, is keeping your hands open and be willing to receive and to release what doesn't serve, and keep the hands open for what does. But that does mean that things come and things go freely, and yes, we get attachment to things and it hurts sometimes. So mostly just we're together in this, and sometimes the things that enter our hands hurt, and sometimes they cause us to have grieving process. Yoga helps with that immensely because it keeps the energy moving. I'll be doing several poses that actively release frustration, actively release grief from the body. There's an acknowledgement in yoga that these things are always present, as well as the good. There's always pleasure present, there's always pain present, and we have to be with both. And yoga shows us how to move with both of those realities simultaneously in a graceful way. So, welcome to the beginning of this journey. Today we're doing detox yoga. On Instagram I did this routine, so I'm now coming over to YouTube to do it. This is a beginning detox, so we'll get more into it next week. I'm starting gentle with some twisting movements in the body. It would be appropriate to have salad and soup or lighter foods this week, and I'm posting on Instagram. I felt drawn to do all the colors of the chakra system, the energy system, so I'll be posting what I make and some ideas for recipes of how to go through this next week or two in a way that is harmonious with the yoga that we're doing. And you know, it's springtime, so we can lose a little bit of what doesn't serve us and boost our health and our happiness and our wellness. So feel free to check me out over there, and I'll be posting recipes through the week. So, all right, are we ready? Let's do it. Just to forewarn you, I make a lot of jokes. This is not serious yoga most of the time. Sometimes it is, but there's a lot of that's what she said jokes. So be prepared. You've been warned. All right, so I'm doing a mudra. Pointer finger and thumb are coming together. What this does is plug in lines of energy in the body that circulate energy at the base of the feet, the root chakra. And the reason I'm doing this is to ground us, because detox, it could get a little sick or like flu-like or cold symptoms as you release things that are not good for you. And then you can also get kind of discombobulated or grumpy. So doing this grounding mudra will help that not be so pronounced. And I'm also sitting on a block in easy seated pose with my feet pulled to the center line and pulled in. However you want to sit that you're comfortable for a second, that's where you need to sit. You could be on your knees or something. You can even lay down. We're going to breathe, okay? So arrive on the mat and be present, just feeling ourselves here. Checking in with the pelvis, we're going to just move forward and back to find the best place of balance. Draw the belly button to the spine and lengthen up the spine to the shoulder blades. Draw them together down the back, widen through the collarbones, and enjoy a breath. Bring the chin parallel to the earth and draw the head straight up even more. Lengthen the lower half of the spine and enjoy another breath. We're going to move into a breath called the Ujjayi breath. So we're breathing only through the nose, the mouth is closed, and there's a gentle widening through the throat. We breathe all the way down to the bottom of the belly, through the diaphragm, the chest, the throat, all the way up to the top of the head, and then exhale through the belly first, the diaphragm, the chest, the throat, all the way to the top of the head, and just continue to cycle breathing this way. Just practice. If you can't find it, put your hands on your belly and feel how the breath moves. And just continue to practice this breath. Ujjayi breath. Continuing to breathe. When we find ourselves at the top of the inhale, hold there until the exhale desires to come in, and just repeat that. Good. Continuing to breathe, finding our way down to the bottom of our next exhale, holding there until the inhale desires to come in, and repeat this breath. Finishing the breath wherever we are, turning the palms down, just breathe normal for a few breaths. ready, opening the eyes. Good. All right, so most of you are going to be new to what we're doing. We're going to take the foot that's in front, switch it behind, and know that my videos are kind of segmented out for busy people. So you can do your breath work that we just did, like in the morning or sometime whenever you start your video. And then we go into stretches, and you could do that segment, and then we go into the asanas or the postures, and that could be another segment. So if you don't have time to sit down and do an hour or however long I run, usually an hour, hour and a half, then you could just do it in segments through the day or even through the week. So just know that I know that, and that's why I kind of, all right, we're done with this segment, now we're done with that segment, and that way you can have some flexibility in your practice. Especially for desk workers or people who work at home, this is fabulous, or moms, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and lower our chin down. Roll the head to one side, inhale up and back. Exhale forward and down. Just loosening up the neck. We're gonna work our way down the spine. Taking this at our own pace. Spend a lot of time focusing on the spine because the spine is our 100% communication with our body. If the spine is healthy, the body is healthy. Good. As the chin meets the chest, reverse the direction. Inhale up and back. Exhale forward and down. One more time. As the chin meets the chest, lift the head back up to center. Good. All right, so the block that we have underneath us, you can take that out now. I'm going to just turn to the side. All right. The legs can come out, let the blood flow in. Pants are on a little crooked. I can't really see if anybody's on here. Let me, I don't see any comments or anything. Maybe there's just nobody logging on yet. Let me see. Is there anybody even here? Yeah, we're live. We're running. I don't know. I guess I turned comments off. Maybe I can't even see you then. So, this is my first time. Bear with me. All right. So legs are out in front. Maybe I will turn the comments on if I can't even see you, but I don't want to see weird comments. All right, sitting tall. This is staff pose. The legs are strong. The feet are flexed. That won't make me feel very yogic. Inhale it up. Gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. The hands down. They land wherever they want to. Sway side to side. We're just loosening up the back here. Coming to the center. We're going to lead the heart forward and pull the head back. Inhale. Exhale, rounding down. We're following our own breath pace here. Taking one more. Good. Now bring that forward fold nice and deep. Lengthening out the spine. The head moves away from the sits bones. Breathe down the backs of the legs. Feel that fire. When we're ready, releasing that fold, our hands come right behind our hips. Take a look down. We want every finger straight. The elbows turn in. The shoulders are turning away. The toes begin to make their way down to the earth and the hips begin to rise up. Lift the heart. The gaze moves behind. Reverse plank. Breathe. The hips are coming back down. Inhale it up. Gaze at the thumbs. Good, and exhale it down. Next we're going to bend our knees and the feet are on the earth. We're going to take our left foot next to our right hip and just let the knee come straight down. The right foot can just pull in. This is phase one. If both of your butt cheeks are on the earth, you could try to take your foot over, but if you start to lift up, go back a notch. Your right knee is facing the sky as best we can, and your right hand is going to come behind, plant on the earth, sit tall, inhale that left arm up, and if you're pregnant, come to hug the knee. If you are not pregnant and you feel that you have a little bit more flexibility, elbow can come outside of the knee, the palm is facing away from the body. Focus on pulling the belly through, then the heart through, and gaze behind. Breathe all the way down to the bottom of the belly. This is Lord of the Fishes. This is a let go pose, a let go of what no longer serves, what we don't need, it wrings everything out. Breathe deep, relaxing through. Take a gaze over the front shoulder and take a deep breath. And behind again, deep breath. Good, release as twist, come all the way around for a counter twist. Gaze behind, breathing to the bottom, feel that release, go through the back. Sometimes this feels really good, so if you want to stay a little longer, this is your practice. Good. When we're ready, we're going to take it all the way back, your right arm. See, anyone who knows me, I almost have to label myself. I used to label myself. I grew out of it finally, but I still have a hard time. Right hand, come behind, plant it. The knee is facing the sky, the left arm comes up, inhale. Go back to where you were, or try to go one step further. So the elbow coming in behind the knee, palm facing away, belly through, heart through, gaze behind, breathing to the bottom. So if you went one notch farther, you can stay right here. When this is where you ended last time, we can take it a little farther by taking the hand down towards the earth. It makes a circle all the way around, coming through the hole in the legs maybe. Hello. The right hand will begin to follow the waist. You're trying to get to your fingertips to create a bind here. If you don't make it, get a hold of your waist, your shirt, something, create a bind. Then opening up that right shoulder more, gaze behind, and now breathe to the bottom again. Relaxing through the jaw, breathing deep, letting go. Good, releasing the bind. Unravel, come all the way around, counter twist, gaze behind, breathe to the bottom. Ooh, yeah. Good, bringing it back to center, let the legs come out, let blood flow in, get a drink of water if you need one. Belly button ring is like stabbing me. Ah, there we go. Okay, my friends, legs are out in front. Second verse, same as the first, bend the knees. This time the right foot comes next to the left hip, the knee comes down. Your left foot can draw in or cross over depending on where you're at. If your butt lifts, go back. Your left knee faces the sky. The left hand comes behind, take it straight down the spine, plant it, sit tall. The right arm comes up, take a big breath. Go to where you were on the other side. Balance is very important. You don't want to get one side going way before the other. It'll make you look funny. You don't want to look funny. Balance. Gaze behind, breathe to the bottom. Maybe we do want to look funny. I don't know. I don't recommend letting one part of your body run off without the other, but relax through the jaw, unravel in the brain, let go through the throat, the voice, let go in the heart, let go all the way down to the bottom of the belly. Gazing over the front shoulder, take a very deep breath. And gazing behind, another deep breath. Good. Release the twist, come all the way around for the counter twist. Let that back release, breathe. This feels so good after you've been sitting at a desk or some sort of office work all day. Good, bring it all the way back. That left hand replant, sit tall. We're going at it aggressively because this is detox yoga. We've got to keep that twist going. Inhale it up, go back to where you were or one notch forward, belly through your heart, through your gaze behind, breathe to the bottom. If you're struggling, stay where you are. If you feel that you have more, that right hand can begin to come down, finding its way through the hole in the leg. The left hand finds its way along the waistline, trying to get to the fingertips or something to hold on to. Opening up that left shoulder more, gaze behind, breathe it to the bottom. Let go, let go, let go. Gazing over the front shoulder, take a deep breath. Gazing behind, a deep breath. Good, release the bind, come all the way around. Counter twist. And just by the way, I have the best job in the world. I get to do my favorite thing while saying it out loud to you, and you get to follow with me, so thank you for that. Stay here all day, twisting out that back, or you can move forward, let the legs come out. I literally was going to do something else, but now I'm contemplating a different kind of twisting day. And it'd be kind of nice to have something different from Instagram, so let me think about this. Yeah, I do want to do something different. So I'm going to face you. Total change of plans, just like that. It's because this is my practice, and you're here with me, and that's that. So let the legs come out. I'm still kind of deciding what I want to do. And there's a cord under my butt because it goes under the rug and it's right in the wrong spot. Okay, we're going to take our left leg. We're going to bend at the knee and the toes are going to point behind us. The right leg is going to begin to make it up the center line here. If you're not very flexible, it may not come to look like the end product, but every time you do this practice, it'll come a little farther. The end goal is to get the foot up to the hip crease and let gravity take that knee down. If your knee feels like it's going to shatter, or anything feels that way, you can slip a block in or a rolled up towel to catch yourself so that nothing is hurting. And again, there's that difference between therapeutic pain and that really hurts pain. That feels really good. This is definitely a therapeutic hip opener. I like it. Inhale it up. We're going to rotate to the right. We're finding a little leverage at the leg, and then the right hand is behind us. Gaze behind, breathe to the bottom. This practice can be a bit redundant, but what we're doing is wringing out the organs over and over and over and over to release toxins. Gazing over the front shoulder. And this also, gazing behind, will prompt the body to release weight that doesn't serve. Go ahead and switch to the other side. It's quite miraculous. So if you do this practice a few times, you'll notice the scale drops for you, because it just sends a message to the body that we're releasing now, and you do. I notice for myself, I lose a lot of fat off my waist when I do this practice. Good. Bring it back to center. We're going to support the ankle and the knee, bring it out. And this one comes straight again. Very good. Now, bending the right leg, the toes point behind. And that left foot will begin to come up the center line. We're trying to make it all the way to the hip crease. Again, slip a block in if you need to. Inhale it up, sit tall. Rotate to the left, gaze behind, breathe to the bottom. Gazing over the front shoulder, a deep breath. And behind, deep breath. Come all the way around to the other side. These poses that we're doing also exercise the left and right brain relationship, bringing the mind together as one. So if you have a fragment in your head where you just can't seem to get your thoughts together, this strengthens the bond between the left and right brain, making them work together as one unit. Gaze over the front shoulder. But you might actually feel discombobulated for a few minutes as it all sets in. Gaze behind, deep breath. Good, bring it back to center. Excellent. Support the ankle, support the knee, bring it out. But if you're having to problem solve or something, this is an excellent practice for that. Or be creative. And we'll get everything working together. If your hair is down, you may want to put it up now. Swing those legs around. We're coming to tabletop position. Oh, I have like a thermal belly band thing on, and it keeps catching my belly button ring. To do something about that, tape it or something. Okay, hands under your shoulders. The fingers are straight. The elbows are turning in. The shoulders turn away. The knees are under the hips. Tuck the toes under. Inhale the belly towards the earth while our head and sits bones rise up. Release the toes. Exhale, everything is rounding under. Cats and cows here. Following the breath, inhales and exhales. Flexion and extension of our entire spine. Taking one more. Bring it back to center. Draw the right ear towards the right hip. Exhale to center. Left ear to left hip. Exhale to center. Inhale, right ear, right hip. Exhale, center. Inhale, left ear, left hip. Exhale, center. The hips are going to go out to the right. Exhale them down over the feet. Inhale them up the other side, making circles. This just feels good, and it works out our knee joints and stretches out the hips and the spine. Good. As we rise to the top, reverse the direction. Hips go to the left. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. One more time. Rising to the top. All right, we're moving into our postural section, our asana. We're going to go ahead and tuck the toes under, gaze down to the knees, lift the knees up off of the earth, and gaze down to the toes. You know what? I kind of jumped the gun here to bring the knees back down. I wanted to do thread the needle. There we go. Tabletop. Go ahead and open up the left arm up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. The hand is going to come through behind the right hand. The shoulder comes all the way down. The head comes down and turns to the right, so the left ear is on the mat. If you can't get down this far, use your block or a rolled up towel to catch yourself. Our toes are aligned and our knees are aligned and the hips are still straight up. Thread the needle. If it's available, the right arm can open up to the sky, wrap around the body, finding the left thigh. Open up that right shoulder up to the sky, gaze up and breathe. An inverted twist for the heart here. Releasing through the neck. And releasing that right hand all the way back to the earth. Press into it. Come on up. Tabletop position. Take a breath. When we're ready, the right arm opens up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale the hand through the other side. Behind the left hand. Shoulder comes down. Ear comes down. The head turns to the left. The right ear is on the earth. The toes are aligned. The knees are aligned. If it's available, the left hand can come up to the sky. Open it up. Gaze up. Possibly take it all the way around the waist, finding the left thigh. Open up that shoulder more. Gaze up. Breathe deep. Releasing that hand all the way back to the earth. Press into it. Bring it back up to tabletop. Now we're ready for our first downward facing dog. The fingers are straight. Elbows turn in. Shoulders turn away. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees up off of the earth. Downward facing dog. The feet go under the hips. If you're a guy that can go slightly wider, sometimes that works better for the shape of the pelvis. Gaze down to the feet and turn the legs towards each other, the knees towards each other till you see your big toes press. Melting the heels down. The sits bones point to the sky. The belly button is pulling in. The heart is melting towards the earth. The ears move between the elbows and we're breathing. Good. When we're ready, lift up the left leg so there's a lengthening going through the front body. The left hip continues to face the mat as we lift it high. Then we open the hips up to the sky. Gaze under the left armpit. Bend the left leg. The toes are going to draw towards the back of the head. Open the front body more. Breathe. Draw the knee under the body. Flex the foot. The foot is coming to be behind the right hand. The knee is coming behind the left hand. The back knee is coming straight down and we're untucking the toes. Bring both hands in front. Take a look behind. See that your leg is straight behind you. It didn't wander off. If you need to slip a block in, you can do so wherever needed. And from here, just focus at first on just allowing that right hip to melt towards the earth. There's a lengthening going through the front body. Breathe. Pigeon pose. A release pose. Releases stress out of the body. We carry a lot of stress through the hip joints and this releases that out. If it feels available, we can come to lie down on the earth. Just come down as far as available. Maybe forearms. Maybe we stack the hands. Maybe we make it all the way down to the earth, forehead, maybe even heart. Wherever we end up is fine. The purpose is to let go, release, surrender, let go. Relax through the jaw. Relax through the tongue. All that chatter, let it go. Press into the hands and walk it back up. Check to see if you're doing all right in this pose. If you need to come out and lay down, that's okay. We have a little farther to go. I'm going to take the right hand up to the sky. As soon as I get the sticker out of my hand, something poked me. I don't know what that was. Right hand up to the sky. Inhale. Really open the front body here, taking our time to feel through the motion. You know this, we just did it. Thread the needle. The hand comes behind the left hand. Come all the way down if you can, or use your block to catch yourself somewhere along the way. You can stay right here, there's plenty in this pose. If you could go further, the left hand opens up to the sky, gaze up. If you still have a little bit more in you, the back leg can begin to bend. Find your toes with your left hand. Gaze up and breathe. Allow the right hip to melt down. Thread the needle, pigeon pose. Releasing those back toes down. The left hand finds the earth, press into it. Come on back up. If you have more in you, you can bend the back leg again. The toes point towards the sky. Find some stabilization with the left hand here. The right hand can come off the earth as long as you feel stable. Bring it all the way around in a giant circle. Find the toes opening the other side. Really allow that front chest and shoulder area to really extend and open. Breathe. If you'd like to go further, the toes can come to the crease of the elbow. The palm faces up. Now check very carefully that you can take that left hand off the earth. Bring it all the way around behind the head. Finding a bind with the fingertips. This is a little bit more advanced, but super fun. Let that right hip melt towards the earth. Breathe. It gives us all something to look at too. If you're not there, now you know where you could go. It's pretty cool, right? Bring it down. Good. Bring our hands, one on each side of the leg. Tuck the toes under. Lift that knee up off the earth first. Engage the core. Carefully and slowly bring it all back. Downward facing dog. Let blood flow in the legs. Take some breaths, rest. When your leg feels recovered, lift up the right leg now. Lengthen out that front body. The right hip stays facing the mat. Just lift the leg high. Open up the right hip to the sky. Gaze under the right armpit. Bend that right leg. The toes round towards the back of the head. The front body is opening. Breathe. Drawing that knee under the body. Flex the foot. The flexed foot comes next to the left hand. The right knee comes next to the right hand. The back knee comes down. Untuck the toes. Both hands come in front. Take a look behind to make sure the leg didn't wander off. Slip a block in anywhere that needs support. That left hip is melting towards the earth more and more, and we're sitting tall. Lengthen out the spine. Breathe. Relax to the jaw. If it feels available, making our way down to the earth. As far as we can go, finding a place to lay it down and surrender. Press into the hands, walk it up. This time lifting up that left arm up to the sky. Lengthen out the whole front body. Take a giant breath. Exhale, the hand goes through the hole in the leg, the left shoulder comes down, ear comes down, we turn the head to the right, the left ear is on the earth. You could stay right here, it's plenty. If it's available, the right arm opens up to the sky. The back toes bend, we find the toes. Open up that right shoulder more. The left hip melts towards the earth more, and we're breathing. Release the back toes. The right hand comes to the earth. Press into it. Come on up. Both hands in front. Check to see if you're okay in this pose. If you need to lay down till we're finished, that's okay. If you're coming with, bend the back toes. The right hand is providing support. The left hand comes off the earth, makes a giant journey all the way around, finding the toes. Allow the toes to traction your chest open a little bit. You'll feel the traction go through your shoulder, all the way across through here. Just let it open. This is excellent for releasing thoracic outlet syndrome. If it's available, toes come to the elbow crease. The left palm faces the sky. Check yourself before you wreck yourself as you take that right hand off the earth. Making the journey around behind the head, find the fingertips, create the bind, and just focus on that left hip melting towards the earth. Breathe. Release the right hand all the way back down. The left hand finds its way down. The toes find their way to the earth. One hand on each side of the knee. The toes are tucking under, lifting that knee up off the earth. Engage the core. Come back, downward facing dog. Let blood flow in that leg. Breathe. Just take some breaths. We're going to roll the hips up and over, plank position. The heels pulling away from the head. Lengthening out. The core is strong. Belly button is pulling in. Come halfway down. Try to do a push-up. Push it all the way back up. If you need knees on the earth, you can do that. Come all the way down. Release the toes. Press them to the earth. Press the pubic bone to the earth. The hands are next to the chest. Traction the fingertips forward. Inhale up. The heart is drawing forward. The gaze is moving behind. The pubic bone is pressing down. Cobra. Exhale the forehead to the earth. Inhale it up and over to the left. Gaze down to the toes. Tractioning out of the pelvis by pressing the pubic bone down and the thighs together. Exhale down. Inhale it up and over to the right. Traction out. Exhale it down. Forehead touches the earth. Bending at the knees. Take the knees wide. The toes are together, coming to child's pose. The head comes down to the earth, possibly the heart. The palms are facing down. Take a moment to rest. Take a moment to let go of what doesn't serve. Pressing into the hands, we're going to walk the entire torso over to the left, getting a beautiful side body stretch. If it feels available, the left hand can again open up to the sky. You know what we're doing. Finding its way around to that right thigh. Open up the shoulder more. Gaze up. Breathe. You're probably feeling the theme about now. Releasing that left hand all the way back to the earth. Press into it. Walk the entire torso over to the right. Lay the head on the earth. Let that side body stretch. If it feels available, opening up that right arm up to the sky, gaze up there. Wrap it around, find that left thigh. Open up that right shoulder to the sky, gaze up even more, breathe. Releasing that right hand down to the earth. Press into the hands, walk it back to center. Come even deeper here. Heart on the earth if it's available. Bending at the elbows, take a prayer behind the head. And consciously let go of anything in the mind that needs to let go. This just doesn't help. Release through the subconscious mind any belief systems that are not helpful or serving. Releasing the palms down to the earth, drop through the palms. Anything that we're holding on to that we can let go. Pressing into the earth, walk it up. Draw the knees together. Come to lie down on our backs. When you get here, those who know me know, I like taking a little time to give myself a hug. Sometimes there's no one there to give us a hug and we need one, so we have to learn that our own self-hugs are perfectly legitimate. Hug the knees in, rock left and right. Taking a moment to feel the respect we feel for doing the self-care that makes us live better lives for ourselves and others. Drawing the forehead to the knees. Go ahead and come back down. Our hands are going to come behind our head here. Just clasping the fingers behind the head. There's a little space between the chin and the chest. Our legs are going straight up. So we're going to do basically bicycle, but we're doing it yoga style in one fluid motion. Go ahead and pull up. The right leg is going to bend. The left leg comes to hover over the earth, and we do that twist that takes our elbow past the knee. Pull the belly button to the spine. Inhale everything up. The left leg bends. The right leg comes down. Cross it over. Inhale everything up at the belly button pulls in. One fluid motion at our own pace. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just keep going. Never mind all the creaking and cracking. If you're over 30, it's legit. It's good for you. Keep going. Any clicking hips, it's all good. Just keep going. My wrist just cracked as I said it. It had a sympathy crack for somebody out there. Let's do one more each side. Good. Bring the legs up. One more crunch. Oh yeah, lay it down. Draw the knees in. Rock it left and right. Good job. Drawing that forehead to the knees. Exhale. Bring it back down. The feet are coming down to the earth. Taking our hands wide, the palms are facing down. The left leg will come up in the air and cross over. Our right hand is finding the knee, guided to the right as we gaze left, coming into a twist here. Final twist. Letting the left hip move away from the head, lengthen out. The belly button draws to the spine moves to the earth, come back, unravel. Right leg comes up, cross it over, left hand guides it to the left. Gaze right, twist it out, other side. I wonder how many times I've said that. I've been teaching for about 10 years, I think. Somewhere in there. And I always do this twist or a similar twist. Right hip moves away from the head, lengthen out. Belly button moves towards the spine moves towards the earth. Bring it back, unravel. Bringing the hands next to the hips, the palms are facing up. Releasing one leg at a time down to the earth, letting them fall wide. If you have any knee issues, you can slip a towel or a block under the knees. We have made it, Shavasana, enjoying our yogic glow. You can stay as long as we want. You need to get back to life. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Take a big stretch above the head. Rolling to one side. Oh, finding our way up. Thank you for practicing with me today. I appreciate you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful week till I see you again. Namaste. And now we'll see you soon. Again, if you want to donate for class, the PayPal will be at in the comments section. My other website, that thing, I'm an artist too, so that website will be there. It'll be available for you to look at. And I think that's it. You guys have a beautiful time till I see you again. You take care. Bye-bye.